destroy noob. But yes, welcome. This is the Punkery show with your host here, Rashawn. And as usual, sometimes, for the past 3 weeks here, I've done this show myself because, people can't tell time. During the Flag Davis interview, I said that, it wasn't 11 o'clock in Estonia. Shout out to Kuo1, who was from Estonia. I'm pretty sure. He's going to say, no, Rashawn, you're a fucking idiot. But either way, yes. So, not sure where this came from. Anyway, let's get to the sponsor, which again is the choke from God.
Yeah,
they want you to do rapey shit.
I've choked girls during sex.
You choke girls too? You like, you want to choke? You want to choke? Huh? You want to choke from Vladimir? You want to choke? I give you choke. I show you very aggressive sex. I come to fuck you. Good. Huh? You like? You like? Do you like? You like? I choke. Vladimir will choke you. No problem. This is what I do to girl.
Always a pleasure.
You choke with Vladimir? I teach you lesson. I smack booty. You like to smack booty? I teach you lesson. Tell you in Russia we got a strong grip. I teach you lesson. Huh? You want? Yes, I'll take your neck, crush it. It's what I do to you. Eh? You like? I think you like.
Alright, that was God for you with the choke, with the choke. So, now, usually on this radio show here, I do other stuff on SnitTube, the, CnR News and Donkey Today and all that, because this radio show gets the, it gets the dregs of what I do, alright? So it's pretty much when this show gets the worst part of the cow. I'm not really sure what the worst part of the cow is, but it gets the worst part, alright? But today, I've decided, since last night I was going to do a Donkey Today on FUZZI, but there was nobody in Discord besides Belarus, and I didn't want to recite a Donkey Today in front of Belarus. So, I guess I'll do it here. For the first time, will be a live Donkey Today. How about that? Plus, I'm gonna do it because I kind of want to know what Ketch thinks, since you had your input in that topic, which had nothing to do.
Am I gonna get Donkey of the Day live here or something?
No, it's gonna go on FUZZI. But I'm just saying, your opinion had nothing to do with the topic. But
part of it. Part of it.
Not really. But I just want to see what you think. Okay, so let's see. No, let me just record it myself too, because even though this virtual DJ thing makes me sound like more of a man, and OBS doesn't, I just want to record it with OBS too. This is bad radio here. Gotta make sure I got all the stuff right. Alright. Okay, somebody say something? Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. That works. Alright. So, Donkey Today is going FUZZI. So, hey, yes, Donkey Today for Thursday, April 26th goes to FUZZI. On Monday, FUZZI on the forums laid out a scenario in which he killed a civilian who robbed him, who died next to a cop. Then he killed the cop who was shooting at a warrant on top of a cop's car in order to take the cop's car. Excuse me. Then he killed the cop who was shooting at a warrant on top of the cop's car in order to take the cop's car, because that was allegedly his only chance to escape the area. Pretty uncommon scenario. This feels like the a segment on the ABC show What Would You Do? Only a lot less of a social experiment. FUZZI, of course, got punished by the cop, and it turns out it was an admin. Everything. Now, here's what FUZZI needs to know, if he already doesn't know. I think we gotta define what DM is. DM is killing someone in an unprovoked manner in terms of physicality or commands. Let's not include verbal rage here. FUZZI and everything had no prior contact in that game week. So in effect, that is what DM is. And he is correct for being punished for what he did. Now, this is where the phrase RDM should be put to bed, because the words unprovoked and random are not synonyms. What FUZZI did was not random. He had a reason in his mind to kill everything, which in effect is not random. And of course, sure, at any cost he would try to get away as opposed to going to jail if the opportunity presented itself. Sure, I understand why he did it, but he needs to realize, wow, this wasn't random. This was an unprovoked kill. That is DM, which warrants a punishment. Now let's be adults here. If the cop FUZZI killed wasn't an admin, would he have been punished? Probably not. Especially since the sequence would have ended in all of 15 seconds, and an imaginative flash backtrack couldn't be made to figure out if it was DM or not. Now, did you get what I just said? That's how difficult some DM complaints can be in the first place. Plus, whether or not FUZZI killed an admin or not, it doesn't matter. With all that said, though, that isn't why FUZZI is getting donkey today. It's because of his overreaction. You get punished through DM, get fined $2 million, no disable, nothing like that, and you want to go on and give your money away and act like you're quitting because you can't see the other side and see you're in the wrong? Your way or the highway just ended? You are an extreme old fag player. That comes with respect in itself. There's no need to pout. And lastly, if the people who are saying he should get a warning, what? You DM me, and from all the snit that I've seen on this server and the cynicism that's built up on me through time from seeing players, I'm just gonna give you a verbal warning. Do you see how ridiculous that even sounds, bro? And considering Ninja Tuna pointed out FUZZI DM'd some guy in Palomino Creek, assuming recently, him getting fined 7% of his bank account seems like just another punishment to me. People have been disabled for the exact same thing. Pick up your chips and play on. This situation is uncommon at best in the first place. There's no reason to go overboard here. But lastly, for real, for everyone watching, if you have to ask people to be in your shoes, to have them reenact a scenario that you were in, that got you punished for, chances are you deserved it. Please give FUZZI the sweet sounds of Hamilton, please.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day.
Who knows, but there you go. You know, FUZZI, you know, he's an extreme old fag player, alright? And he doesn't know what is and what isn't DM. I mean, come on, man. You know, and it also riles me whenever an old fag CnR player says RDM. I mean, come on, bro. You know, he was so sensitive. I mean, he killed one person, and he was so concerned about being labeled as one of the server's RDMers. I mean, come on, bro. You gotta have more cojones than that. Okay. I think the next Black in My Day is going to be you know, how people have misused DM. Yes. You know, people have made a, you know, a morphing of DM, called it RDM. But, you know, there's a lot of, you know, versions of DM if you want to add a prefix to it. There's RDM, you know, there's
random DM?
Yeah.
With no reason?
No RDM, DM for no reason. Yep, dumbest thing I've ever heard. You know, there's unprovoked DM. All right. There's invalid DM, and whatever other word that kind of relates to it could be DM as well. But you know, FUZZI, again, stop being a bitch. Keep on playing. It's not that important. It's not that big of a deal, bro.
Look how many people joined, Roshan, and you didn't do your part of the job. That's sad.
He did it?
No, there's no guest at fuck because he was busy with Angelina yesterday.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, exactly. See, there hasn't been a guess that fog. Where'd my mouse go? I can't find my cursor.
Holy shit, I managed to confuse you so bad.
That's wrong. That's wrong. First of all, there's been no guess that fog for the past month. All right. I was gonna say that before I did the donkey today, because I thought, hey, since the season of Rate My Chase has ended, maybe I can put a little bit more focus to this faggot radio show. But it turns out that hasn't happened. Doesn't happen. But guess that fog will return next week, maybe. Maybe. And when I say maybe, that probably means
we need a new game show, man. You need to find a new game show. I mean, make your own. Think about it. I know you can do something.
Well, the creative minds. The creative mind sometimes, runs out of gas, and sometimes you need to go to a gas station with the raising gas prices and take that thing, whatever it's called.
For all you need is a good dealer.
I don't mean that type of gas. I don't mean that type of gas. But I mean gasoline gas. You take that thing that you put.
I thought you were talking about helium gas.
No, I thought you meant gases in weed. But you put it in your ear and you fill your head with gas, and the creative snit can go on. But who knows about another game show? Yeah, I mean. But I guess
I don't even know who that was aimed at me or at you to create new one, or what?
It was aimed at me. I'm pretty sure.
Of course, he's the boss.
Yes.
He is.
But speaking of Rate My Chase being off of, gone for 2 weeks, drop one of Clue's bombs for Chase Trials, damn it. Oh, shit. I don't have the sound. Excellent. Chase Trials is the highest viewed Rate My Chase in the first month of its existence. GG, even higher than Evangelist vs. Blister. Even higher than H&M. Shout out to H&M. Even higher than all the other ones. So I tell you, man, the other day, Cyber was in here. By the way, let me get the Clues bombs right here, because I didn't put on virtual DJ. I'm pretty sure I did. That was bad. Let me do it again. There you go. Yeah. Tell you, bro, I mean, like I said before, and I'm not going to compare porn to this, but, as one of the people who I watch Fox Sports 1, Colin Cowherd, one of the two shows that I modeled the show after. One day he said, "All right, see, listen, porn is a multi-billion-dollar industry. You ask somebody if they watch porn, it's like they say but it makes a lot of cash. Somebody's watching that snit. All right, somebody's watching that snit.
Do you watch it,
Roshan?
Dude, everyone who enters internet comes here to watch porno.
Look, I just ask you the same thing as you bashing other people for.
Wait, what happened?
Roshan, you have to have more cojones than that.
What, you want me to admit on the CnR Radio airwaves that I watch porn?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, does anybody care? Okay. You should be an idiot if you care about him watching a porn or not. Exactly. Some idiots care about that and making a big deal out of it. Oh, he watches porn and himself watching porn every night.
Roshan,
nice
thank you, Ali, for saving you here.
Nice ass licking, Ali.
Yes, of course. I ass licking Roshan every time I see him.
That's cool.
He's my boss,
It reminds me of when Borlord asked Harry Thompson, when's the last time you watched porn? And Harry was like, what? And then Borlord was like, never? Are you gay? And
who was your first love?
Thank you, Blackhawk. Thank you. But there was a point I had with that. But I'm not going to say it now because I'd be relating porn to something I don't want to relate porn to, but there you go. More of the story is there's no shame in watching porn, though. ladies and gentlemen. Okay,
but
just
but there is shame in calling RDM.
Yes, there's definitely shame in calling RDM. Okay, and all that. Just moderation. Moderation is a good thing.
That's a crime.
Well, RDM or moderation?
What kind of porn, though?
RDM.
What kind of porn, though? You know.
As long as it's not gay, you know.
I wasn't even thinking about gay, but okay.
Well, let me tell you something. All right. So in the in Harry Thompson Discord, right? They've got a not safe for work section of Discord. All right.
Yes.
And you know, this is gonna be very revealing. Okay. But sometimes, you know, like for example, like you type in a command, right? And what'll come out, lack of better words, what'll come out is a you know, picture of
Oh my god, you're so bad. Okay.
Picture of a woman who, you know, you requested. So, you know, if you request for ass, picture of a woman with ass, you know, showing ass will be shown. You know what I mean? And
make sure you send an invite link. I'm definitely sure people want to join.
Yes, actually, Ali, all you have to do is ask Harry, and he'll give you access to the channel. Right. But one day, because actually you know, I periodically looked at that channel, right? And I noticed that most of the people were all being concentrated on one female body part. Okay.
Armpit.
No.
No.
Not sure where we're going with this, but I'll just say it anyway. So.
Well, can you say which part then? I mean, we're all wondering now.
Yes. So, most of the people type out they want to see the pussy. Okay. But I think about it and I'm like, I watched this YouTube video, right? This is gonna be really weird, yo. Like people are gonna listen to this and they're gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck's Sean talking about, bro?" So, but I watched this YouTube video, right, of this woman. I'm not sure how I got here, but she was talking about how, you know, dicks are not attractive to look at. Okay, so I thought in my head, now people are gonna call me gay for this, but I don't give a snit. I'm going to say pussies are not attractive to look at either. Okay, so I said in the channel, right, that okay, I don't know why you guys are doing this, but you know, pussies are meant to be, you know, fucked, not looked at. So, you know,
holy shit, it's you're so vanilla.
Pissing is an excuse.
I already see you don't give girls any sort of different pleasure than. Never mind.
No, listen. Okay, I don't know to go with that. But you know, Agent M, you know, he screenshot it and put it in the quotes topic. I'm just being honest, all right. Being honest, all right. You know, there are other people who you know, type in or they request for ass pictures and you know, boob pictures and shit.
Okay,
like,
so
I would pick. Huh? Yeah. What? Go ahead.
You think dick is more attractive than pussy to look at?
No, I didn't say you put for lack of a better word, you're putting spit in my mouth. All right, that's not what I said.
If it was, we could be all gay, you know. Thanks God it's not.
Okay.
Okay.
I said that in a woman's perspective, that dicks do not look
yes.
attractive.
I mean, any genitalia, to be honest, isn't like really like something made.
I mean,
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
To look at.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Okay, exactly. I was just wondering why the people on that channel didn't request for, you know, ass pictures and boob pictures. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. All right. You know what I mean? This is by the way not what I want to talk about. But yeah, you agree.
This show
we all agree.
The show has gone from RDM to some weird topics.
Well, you know, you know, a year ago I used to listen to a lot of podcasts. All right, you know the guys, the people that do the Breakfast Club. You know, Charlemagne the God. He's got a podcast called The Brilliant Idiots. There's a different co-host named Angela Yee. She does a podcast called Lip Service, which is mostly about sexual snit. Yeah, I mean, I haven't listened to it in a year, but it's pretty interesting. I'll tell you that.
Well, you should start listening again. You know.
Yeah, I should. I stopped listening to podcasts when one of the people who I listened to got arrested, went to jail. So there's that to that guy. Rest in peace to Tax Stone, free Tax Stone from jail.
Was the guy Sadiq?
No, it was not Sadiq.
It was this time.
No. All right, I guess it's gonna be time for a break here. I wonder what this Punkery show is going to be titled, because I did not want to talk about porn.
Nice, then you mentioned it.
We did it.
Be better than pussy.
Yes. Anyway, we'll be right back on the Punkery show. See ya in a few minutes. Yes, welcome back. This is the Punkery show. Not really sure where that first segment came from, but there you go. Sponsor is Godfrey with Choke. Want to choke?
Yeah,
they want you to do rapey shit.
I've choked girls during sex.
You choke girls too? You like, you want to choke? You want to choke? Huh? You want to choke from Vladimir? You want to choke? I give you a choke. I show you very aggressive sex. I come to fuck you. Good. Huh? You like? You like? Do you like? You like? I choke. Vladimir will choke you. No problem. This is what I do to girl.
Always a pleasure.
Choke with Vladimir. I teach you lesson. I smack booty. You like to smack booty? I teach you lesson. Tell you in Russia we got a strong grip. And teach you lesson. Huh? You want? Yes, I'll take your neck, crush it. It's what I do to you. Eh? You like? I think you like girl.
Alright, that was Godfrey with Want to Choke. So again, let me just say what I wanted to say last segment. Okay, I was trying to say drop one of Clue's bombs for Chase Trials. Damn it. Alright, like I said, it is the most viewed Rate My Chase in its first month in history. That's surprising considering it is 25 minutes longer than any other episode. And it's got Japanese elements, okay? Yesterday, Cyber said some snit about, you know, we were talking snit about rage. And he was like, you know, these enemy memes, you know, you can suck my ass with that because, you know, my memes, at least they are real. And, you know, at the situation, I didn't have a, you know, it wasn't the time where I should have had a reaction. But, you know, your memes are gay, and they're not real because a lot of them are fake. And are based off of false stuff. Okay, and if they're not false, then they're stupid. But yeah, but I'll tell you one thing: because it's the 5th most watched Rate My Chase already. Not even been a month yet. So 2 of the top 5 viewed Rate My Chases, right, have Danganronpa Japanese snit in it. Okay, that means somebody likes that snit, alright? And when I see that someone likes that snit, then why not continue? Though,
so you gonna do more Weibo shit?
No, not really. Actually, well, I'll tell you one thing. Preview for Season 4, Rate My Chase, alright? Speaking of quote-unquote Weibo snit, okay, the Borat gauge, alright, the Borat gauge that was in the Cop and Burak Chronicles, that is from Danganronpa. That's going to be permanent, alright, the Borat gauge is going to be permanent for season 4. So whenever there's a Borat instance to happen in the chase, the Borat gauge will be there. And Akesh, I'll tell you that I think there are 3 episodes right now that I have in the vault, and I know the biggest Borat moment that happened in one of those was when Stepa came out of nowhere with the cheetah that you guys are driving, and he spearheaded the sand in the ground, flipped the cheetah and blew it up. So that's gonna be some Borat stars on that one.
Yes, but he redeemed himself after with Rustler, I think. Didn't he?
Did he? I don't know. I don't remember a Rustler.
Yes, I think
chase.
So.
It was Babel, Sales, Weasel, and Wool. I think those are the warrants that were in that chase. So for sure, Stepa is gonna get some Borat stars for that one, and he's gonna be the Stugatz.
I mean, he's a really good cop. Otherwise, I don't know what he was doing that time, but usually he redeems himself after.
It was the pressure of
Come
being
on,
in an episode.
you cannot bash on him. His low esteem is like his self-esteem is low as it is. You cannot do that, man. It's not nice.
Well, you know, you get stronger each time you get bashed. All right, so yeah.
Exactly.
Let's see. So yeah, there's also going to be something called the Stugatz at the Chase at the end of each episode, where we will go over the most Borat-y thing that's happened in the chase as well. But yeah,
Nice.
season 4 Raid My Chase will come out June, July, something like that. Who knows? All right, let's see here. All right, so last week, right? We basically had another situation, just like the first time that I DJ'd, where I was talking and nothing was coming out, and Ali, just like the day Ali came in, and was like, "Rashawn, stop the music! You're not talking, man." It happened.
You're not talking, man.
But it happened the entire show. So I was talking for a half hour last week, and nothing happened. So, you know, GG to that one.
What I can conclude from that, you are used on talking and getting no response.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
Actually, no, that's not right. That's wrong. Actually, that's the opposite. That's the opposite. That's only when, like for example, if I do the CnR News in Little Tank Discord, and you know, nothing, no reaction. Sometimes that's the only time that happens. But I was talking about the quantity versus quality. All right, whether or not, and
it was actually all you by yourself too. I mean, you thought everything was going fine, you know, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's just what happens, you know. And I had some really good snit to say last week. I mean, I dropped some bars, bro. I said some really good stuff. I had no script, you know what I mean? I just said
wow,
stuff.
You wasted that shit.
Stuff, you know what I mean? But, you know, back in...
You wasted your energy for no reason.
I did, and I could have just... Because I was in here and I was like, there's no one here, there's no one talking. I could just duck a show this week. And I decided not to duck. And, you know, since I didn't duck, I wasted my half hour. You know, so anyway, back in 2012 or 2013, right, you know, there was, you know, it was the most players on the server, you know, 200 out of 200. It was the player prime, the CnR, yeah, I mean, but with many people comes much stupid. Yeah, I mean, I remember one day, I know this is my fault, but I remember one day I was trucking in the Las Venturas city, you know what I mean? It's probably full, probably 175, 200 people. Now, I finish delivery, I go to the bank in San Fierro, I stop my tanker, or road train, whatever it was, I go inside the bank, and, you know, I gotta use the bathroom, you know what I mean? So I, you know, take 30 seconds to go use the bathroom, you feel me?
30 seconds? Holy shit, that's admirable.
Yes, 30 seconds, yep. I come back.
You obviously don't wash your hands after?
Listen, I do wash my hands. I'm not sure if I used soap. that time because anyway, you're just uncovering me every time. With every sentence I say, you're uncovering me, Cash. What a fag, I tell you.
If Cash left us for any unknown reason, this is the reason.
I was gonna say maybe you don't need even towel because you have toilet paper under the bed, but
you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that to guests, not to the host.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly. This is why Kesh became co-host of the interview snip, by the way. Exactly why.
Yeah, exactly because the way she is.
Yes.
Just carry on with your PP and bank something, Santiago.
Anyway, so I run back, and and all of a sudden I'm under attack by Rust Boy. See, listen.
I missed that guy.
I missed that guy? No, that guy was a faggot, bro. Like, for real, bro.
It was good.
I step inside the bank, I leave for a minute, okay? There was nobody around me, all of a sudden, I'm getting DM'd by this fag who says, "Oh, bro, I need your road train." I mean, come on, bro. With millions of people comes millions of stupidity. Yeah, I mean, that's why, back in, like, 2011, 2012, like, I would mostly play on server 2, like at night maybe. I'd play on server 2, 60, 70 people, maybe 45, 50. That was like the ideal time for me to play CnR. I didn't want to be around a whole bunch of fags, yeah, I mean, I'd rather, if I was in Los Santos, play cop something, around people who I don't know, so that I can, fulfill the experience, yeah, I mean. And when you've got 60, 70 people on the server back in 2011, 12, 13, most likely you're not going to get fucked with, you know what I mean? So when I see all these fags getting mad, "Oh, the server is dead, we only get 60 people in the middle of the day, server dead," I say, well, why? Why is the server dead, at the very most, or at least, whatever word I'm supposed to say, Crazy Bob should at least, lower the max cap of the server, but I have had better experiences on the server with a moderate amount of players as opposed to, 150 hyenas on the server, you know what I mean? Because if you get into snit on a 170 player server, alright, then you're in snit. Okay, you're not going to escape that snit. Alright? But, listen, it's quality over quantity. You know that saying? Okay? And I'd rather quality, as in 50, 60 decent people on the server, than, quantity, like 140 idiots in Las Venturas or something like that. You know what I mean? The server...
You know what I think of this?
What?
I think the poor guy just wanted to start his trucking career and you ruined it. Like, a DMer to turn into a trucker, that would be great, and you just prevented that from happening.
Okay,
so
that's bullshit. Now...
He just wanted to try.
Yeah, Rasper was a good trucker, to be honest.
Alright, so I just searched up Rust Boy stats. Let's see here. So, do you guys want to give me a number? Guess how many truck deliveries that Rust Boy has done?
50.
50?
14.
14? Pretty close, both of you. He's done 41. 41 truck deliveries, yep. 41. Okay.
More than you.
So, he has... Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that Rust Boy didn't want to steal my road train to start on this trucking career. Okay, I'm pretty sure. But from that time, I was like, all right, playing CnR Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning is probably not the most ideal time to play CnR, but
so you were a coward, to be honest.
Yes, but I will tell you this: I used to be a bitch because you know, before joining CnR, right, I didn't want to get nanny snit, you feel me, but I wanted to play cop, right? So I would look at the online map and try to notice regulars that I noticed, right? And see if they were hitmen. And if there were too many great hitmen on, I'd be like, yeah, I'll join the other server. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
You suck.
And you talk about cojones. Nice.
Listen, this was back when I was
13.
Well, not 13, but I'll tell you one thing, Fag. All right, you want to say that, but in my CnR history, all right, I've only died to hit contracts 18 times, all right, so you can suck my ass.
No one plays it.
Yeah, exactly.
Suck my ass.
People know you run fast, so.
Also, you only do tracking and stuff like that, and after a while you even got out, so who would place a hit on you?
Yes, exactly. Hits on me, let's see how much hits I have on me. Yep, 493. I've had 493 hits placed on me, that's not a lot.
And how many were completed?
18. So that means I'm a bouse, bro.
No, that's a lie.
That means you got pretty good at hiding. I think that thing, I mean, you got kinda good at avoiding people, I would say.
Or actually, maybe because he was DMH and a lot of hitmen were also DMH, so they wouldn't attack him.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you one thing. What people do these days, there are some people who get hits on them, and then they die on purpose, you know, to their friend or something like that. And I did that once, because I didn't want to hit contract, but yeah, I think getting hit contract and then dying intentionally is pretty bitch. It's a pretty bitch thing to do, you know what I mean? Stay out of the PD, stay out of the, you know, wherever place you can hide, the RPC, excuse me. I mean, you can't go in there anyway. But, you know, try to see how long you can survive, especially in Las Venturas, with the contract, alright? And write it in your personal record book.
Yeah, or you can check the online map and see which hitmen are online. Right?
Well, that would be a thing you would do before you join, that's the thing. You know.
Wow, so many, like, hardcore gamers here.
Well, I mean, I don't do that anymore. I'll just join the server.
Yeah, you're an admin now.
Yeah, I don't, and even besides that, I don't really scout the online map anymore, you know. Though there was that one time that I got a hit contract in Los Santos. Shayla placed a $4 million hit contract on me, alright? And I was 4 minutes away from surviving it. And then I was driving eastbound, let's see, where was I? It was the road south of where the Temple Casino is, but I was going eastbound. And I crashed into a fag cop whose car was on fire. And of course my car goes on fire, and then immediately I get destroyed by a fag hitman. I'll tell you.
Who was it?
I don't remember. His name was like four letters long, and a few weeks later he gave me all his money. In an unrelated situation. But yeah.
I think you just bullied him to quit.
Yep. Abuse.
Behind the scenes.
Nah. I do no such thing. Alright. I am a very fair admin, okay? I'm not a very fun admin, but I'm a very fair admin, okay?
Roshan, I quit chat with Stepa for this show. I mean, roles reversed, would you do the same? I mean, of course, if you were in chat with Stepa, that's what I meant.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you that there have been more than 3 occasions where I have not been able to play with said person because of this faggot radio show. Okay,
damn.
more than 3.
So we could say this show is Cockblock show.
Yeah, it is true. The show is a Cockblock show. Yeah, it is. Especially when she asks you, like, the only day of the week that she asked you to play CnR.
Holy shit.
Would be this Saturday day.
But this said person plays more than 1 day a week.
Well, I'm not talking about this week. I'm talking about in the past. Yeah, I mean, though, you know, I have done an interview while in the DM Stadium, so I mean, Officer 25's interview was done while inside the DM Stadium. I was shooting people actively in the DM Stadium, so you know, that's called versatility, right there. Screw all the fogs that say that I can't multitask, because
you can.
That is the pinnacle of multitasking. Imagine shooting people inside the DM Stadium while you are interviewing a fag. How about that? You can't tell me you've done that. Hmm?
I've killed crew like 10 minutes ago while talking here.
Oh no!
It's shit.
Well, listen, Ku's gonna come back and he's gonna autism himself to kill you. That didn't make any sense, but yeah.
He sucks though. Fucking new flex, mate.
I was gonna comment on that, but I'll leave him. I'll leave Ku. Well, you know, that's all this that I have right now. I mean, this show's basically been a bunch of bullshit. We talked about porn, and we talked about quality versus quantity. Too bad that I didn't say, you know, as much as I said last week when nobody was listening or nobody could hear me. Because again, like I said, I dropped some bars on the quality versus quantity snip, bro. It was great. It was a great segment.
Nothing of value was lost.
So which porn category is your favorite?
What'd you say to me?
You heard me.
I didn't.
Which porn category is your favorite?
What?
Which porn category is your favorite?
Okay.
Is my microphone that bad?
Which porn category is the best?
European teens lately.
Well, you know,
Did I ask you?
my point. Actually, I had a point with the last segment, by the way. My point is that, you know, the people in that channel, they just put commands in there to see full blown nudity. Okay, there's no lead up. Okay, it's just from 0 to 100. 0 to 100. Type out command. See picture of full blown nudity. That is not.
It's boring, no?
Yeah, exactly. It is boring. That's not what I follow. Yeah, I mean. So.
I mean, wasn't it like Coco Chanel, someone that said that more intriguing about women is not what is revealed, but what is hidden, kinda.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So if it's like all revealed, it's not interesting.
Yeah, it's just when you just
what?
When you just put everything on the table like that, it's like okay. But you know, when there's a lead up, all right, that's when you got something. Okay, the lead up is the biggest part.
Better part.
Yes, the better part
Yes.
of the situation. Okay, so shout out to all the
You
people.
cannot explain this to 13-year-olds, though. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to explain it to Asian M, bro. It's like, come on, bro, just full blown seeing pussy pics just like that, bro. Like, where's the fucking lead up, bro? But because they call me gay. But oh well. That'll be something. I guess one day we'll have a dedicated show to that. It'll be the CnR Radio lip service show. Either that, or we'll have a new segment on, you know, as well as CnR News, Donkey Today, Black in My Day. It'll be called lip service. Definitely not gonna happen. Anyway, that's it.
Then we'll have the show which is gonna be called Blacked.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Okay.
That's for sure. Anyway, that is it for the Punkery show. We'll see ya next week. And all that's for peace.